You probably noticed on the videos of this lawn chair that it's got a bit of a snatchy clutch. You can't. It's very difficult to kind of get the clutch to engage smoothly without it either being disengaged or engaged and nothing in between. And I think I'm going to try and sort that problem out or improve it. I think what it is, I'll stand it up. That's how the clutch works. It's when you press the clutch pedal, it slackens the belt, and the belt doesn't drive the gearbox pulley, or it just slips on the pulleys. And then when you take your foot off the clutch or raise the clutch pedal, it tightens the belt and it drives. But I think the problem is there's too much. You can see where the cable's connected to the lever around that pulley, and then it goes to the clutch pedal. It's not square. It's not at right angles to the lever, and also it's not at the end of the lever. So I think what that means is as you push the clutch pedal down, a movement on the clutch pedal gives too big a movement on the lever, kind of thing. I'm trying to explain it. So what I'm going to do is take that pulley off there, put it on that bracket, and the cable, I've drilled another hole right at the end of the lever, and then I'm going to make it at right angles round to the lever around the pulley. And I think what that'll do is, as you give a certain amount of movement on the pedal, it'll give less movement on the lever, if that makes sense. But it won't pull the lever out so far, so it won't disengage so far. But I've tried it with the clutch pedal only half down, and it's just the same as having it fully down. It completely disengages when the lever's only half, when the pedal's only half down. Anyway, if that makes sense, I'll do it now and just see if it does work. And I'll compare it to how it was before to how it is now. So I'll have a go at that. Right, so I've finished this modification now. What I've done is I've made this clutch cable more or less at right angles to the arm, which will improve things. And I'll put the clutch cable anchor point more towards the end. So what that's going to do, when you press the clutch pedal down, for any given movement on the clutch pedal, the arm will move less than it did before. So it's just a different ratio. So hopefully that'll smooth out when it starts engaging. The clutch pedal will move more to fully engage it than it did before. If that makes sense. So anyway, I'm going to try it in a minute. But the other thing I noticed, another problem with it, on the left-hand kingpin, the kingpin was loose, so the wheel was wobbly, and it's this nut that keeps coming loose in the kingpin assembly. So I don't know how to kind of lock it, because it won't come right off. That's the trouble, because it's kind of burred on, so it just comes loose. So I can get some Loctite or something in there, and I'll try and sort that out, and then I'll have a test drive to try the new clutch linkage arrangement. Right, I found some Loctite, and I've kind of wiggled that nut, kind of fed quite a bit of Loctite down in there. I found this, apparently it's the blue removable stuff. I'm not quite sure how well this stuff works. I suppose the removable is not as strong as the permanent stuff, but Anyway, we'll see if that does the job. I've kind of adjusted it. You can't have it tight because it binds the bearings out. It looks as though it did have a kind of locking tab on it at one time, which probably locks into one of these, one of those grooves. I suppose the end's broken off. But anyway, we'll see if that does the job. Right, we'll try it now to see if there's any improvement in the clutch. Whether I can actually get it to move off smoothly, or any smoother than it did before. So I don't want to go too mad, so I'm waiting for that Loctite to go off on that kingpin nut, but I'll try it anyway. Well, I think the answer is there's a tiny improvement. I think if I'm towing a trailer, because it's got a towing hitch on the back, I think if you're very careful with the clutch then, you can get it to move off smoothly, which is important when you've got a trailer on the back. But otherwise it hasn't made an enormous difference. It's slightly better. You can get it to move off smoothly if you're really careful, so I think I'll live with that until I can come up with a better idea.